Hi guys, welcome to Robin Hood Diaries. As usual, thank you for joining me. Hope you're doing well today. Fair to Midland over here, as they say in Texas. I mean, not that I live in Texas. I guess I'm closer than LA now. Anyway, let's cut to the chase today because there's lots. I previewed this as a full-blown blind item show and as loosely blind as I can get it. Not disclaimer, well, my disclaimer is everything's allegedly, okay? So heretofore, allegedly. The other thing is that I have not thought through the keywords to supplant the persons and industries. So I'm winging it on this one, okay? Bear with me, but I wanted to get the show out, and you know me. Okay, so once upon a time, I knew a very famous talent agent to the stars. I don't really remember, let's say, who he handled, but his name was Ed Lamato. He's in my book, and I read part of a chapter involving him. He lived on Outpost Road up off of Hollywood Boulevard, very posh, very old, beautiful neighborhood. So anyone that has been at that house, I've also been at that house when it was not Ed Lamato's house, ironically, afterwards, when someone else bought it. Anyway, who cares? So I would, let's say, be there, not for personal reasons, and 3 times, and 2 or 3 times. And he would have parties, industry parties for the most part. Lots of celebrities. I can't name them. One I worked with years as a child ago. But I guess my first blind, or as loosely blind item as I can give you, is that there is a very well-known film director who is not from this country, now deceased, again, hugely popular, accoladed, who I believe was somewhat openly gay. I don't know. But he was a friend of Ed Lamato's. And now Ed Lamato's house is like, there's this entrance that's gated off with wood. And then you go up and there's the door. And then you go in, again, imagine like vintagey, beautiful. And you kind of come to this main area, which kind of could be like just a standing area, a dining area. And then it looks over onto a pool. Then there's a pool, then there's a pool house on the other side of the pool. Within, there's a large kitchen as you walk into the right. If you go straight ahead, there's a cluster of little things going up, you know, second floor bedroom and everything. But as you go forward from the front door to the left, a nook, is a door. And that door goes to an inner chamber, which it seems like a library. And it does, I think, have some view of the pool area, but it's very private. And let's just say that's where people would have cocktails. And so I was there for whatever reason, and I was kind of shimming my way down the hallway to do something. And it was narrow and it was dark, and this director said, "Well, aren't you adorable?" and groped me. And of course, back in that day, you just didn't do anything. So second blind item, again, I'm winging the Mad Lib here, is, well, not so much with this one, was the talent agency that I left, Herb Tannen and Associates, and do not get me started on them. I mean, really, honestly, it could get libelous on their end, was called The Artists Group. It was centered in Century City, never moved that I know of. Yeah. They may have moved once, but it was within Century City. It's called The Artist Group. Hugely popular in the 80s, handled stars, leaning towards television, but whatever, but high end. And I was taken on by them when I left Herb Tannen. So my first agent there was a male, which I will not name, and I was assigned to him for a while. Again, it's the typical, like, let's just say unhealthy relationship with your agency, because all the constructs, are laid out there of this inappropriateness across the board, both deep and diet.